Hi, and welcome to WQLN Homeroom. I'm Miss Sarah, and I am so excited that you decided to hop on and watch with me today. This week, we're going to be talking all about our manners and why our manners matter. So I guess the question of the day would be, why do our manners matter? What are our manners? What do they look like? What do they sound like? These are all questions that we're going to get answered today by reading a story, singing a song, doing an activity, and finishing up with a craft all about our manners and why they matter. But before we get started, I have a small little secret that I want to share with you. And it's a secret that I only share with me and kids. So if there's any adults in the room or anyone around, I need you to lean in really close because this is a special secret that I want to share just with you. Here's my secret. My secret is I love being a teacher because not only do I get to be a teacher, but you are teachers too. Can you believe that? Kids are teachers too, which is just amazing. I get to learn new things every day and you get to learn new things and we get to share those with each other. And that's what makes you a teacher. You don't have to be a kid or an adult. You can be either one to be a teacher. Anyone can be a teacher, and that's why I love it. So today I said we're going to be talking all about manners and why they matter. We're going to start out today by reading a story about a panda who has a whole lot of donuts. Now, if you love donuts, everybody take your hands and show me a donut. A nice circle donut. There's long donuts and skinny donuts and round donuts. I'm going to make a round donut like a circle. And if you love donuts, I want you to eat up that donut. If you don't like donuts, take that donut and throw it in the trash can. The panda in our story today has a whole box of donuts that he says he wants to share with others, but he has a very difficult time listening when people are using their manners and deciding on whether he wants to share or not. After we read our story, we're going to learn a silly, fun song all about our manners that you can sing to remind yourself when you're not quite sure what your manners are. After that, we're going to do a little activity with some Manor Monsters that are going to teach us what our manners should look like while we are at school and how we should sound when we're using our manners at school and how we should not look and sound with manners at school. And our last activity today is going to be a craft that matches our story about our panda with our donuts. I'm so excited to get all of these things done, and we hardly have any time, so we better get started. I'm gonna go run and get my story, and I'll meet you right back here for story time. Okay, so I got my story, but I also brought a friend along to sit and read our story with us today. This is a panda named Fortune. And just like I said, our story is about a panda who has a whole box of donuts that doesn't like to share. Now, Fortune, he loves to share and he loves to use his manners. He always uses please and thank you or no thank you when he's talking to friends or adults. So he's a manners expert. He knows all about the manners. So I'm going to set Fortune down and he's going to listen to our story with us today. And he's going to decide if the panda in the story needs some help. Maybe the panda in the story should get with Fortune and Fortune can help him practice using his manners. So I'm going to set Fortune down over here. And Fortune is going to just listen to our story as we read it. The story we are reading today is called Please, Mr. Panda. And it is about a panda. Now look at the face on that panda. What do you think about that face? If I had this whole entire box of donuts, I would not have that grouchy face. I think I would be very, very excited. But Mr. Panda does not look very excited about those donuts. So this is Please, Mr. Panda, written by Steve Anthony. So I'm going to read the pages and then I'll show you the pictures. So Please, Mr. Panda. Would you like a donut? Give me the pink one. That was not a very polite way for that penguin to ask. He didn't even say please. No, you cannot have a donut. I've changed my mind. Why do you think that Mr. Panda has changed his mind? Would you like a donut? Said Mr. Panda. I want the blue one and the yellow one. No, you cannot have a donut. I have changed my mind. Would you like a donut? No, go away. Wow, these people, these animals in the story are not being very kind. I've not heard a single one say please. Would you like a donut? I want them all. Then bring me some more. No, you cannot have a donut. I've changed my mind. Would anyone else like a donut? Now, before we go to the next page, I want you to think about, why has Mr. Panda not given anyone a donut? He's had people ask for pink ones or yellow and blue ones or all of the donuts, but every single time he's told them no. What do you think? Tell me, what do you think he has said no? Well, let's listen to the next animal and see how he asks. Hello, may I have a donut? He's way down here at the bottom. Please, Mr. Panda. You can have them all. Thank you very much. I love donuts. You're welcome. I don't even like donuts, said Mr. Panda. So, what do you think? Oh, look at him. He's got a stuffed belly now with all those donuts. What do you think? Why do you think that Mr. Panda gave the very last animal in the story the donuts? I think I know. The last animal in the story said the magic word that we use when we are using our manners. And that magic word is, what do you think? Please, you got it. The magic word is please. So this animal, the last animal in the story, he used the word please. He said, please, Mr. Panda, can I have those donuts? And after Mr. Panda gave him the donuts, he said, thank you. He said, thank you for giving me the donuts. So when someone is offering you something, you need to make sure that you are using the words please and thank you. If the other animals in the story had used the word please, do you think that Mr. Panda would have given them a donut? I do. I think if they'd used that magic manners word, please, they would have gotten a donut too. What do you think back there, Fortune? I think so too. He's quiet, you can hardly hear him, but he agrees. If they would have used the word please, they probably would have gotten the donuts too. Now that we know what the magic manners word is, which is what word? Please, we're going to sing a song about our manners at school. So let's learn our song all about manners. Our manners song goes to the tune of a song that I think that you may know, and that is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. If you've ever heard the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, I want you to give me some twinkly stars. Yeah, I think most of us know the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, so this one should be pretty easy for us to sing together. I'm gonna leave Mr. Panda back there, Mr. Fortune, to sing along with us today and to learn our song. So I'm gonna sing the song to you first, and then we will sing it again and see if we can learn it together. So remember, it goes to the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which is one that's like twinkle twinkle little star. That one, that's the one that it goes to. So this one is all about our manners and using them. So it goes like this. We say thank you, we say please, we don't interrupt or tease, we don't argue, we don't fuss, listen when our friends discuss, share our toys and take our turn, manners are easy to learn. Okay, now I know that was a long one, so I'm gonna break it into parts and we're gonna learn it together. So the first part is, we say thank you, we say please, that's that magic manner word. Can you sing that? We say thank you, we say please. We don't interrupt or tease. Good. So we say thank you, we say please. We don't interrupt or tease. The next part is, we don't argue, we don't fuss. Listen when our friends discuss. Good. Share our toys and take our turn. Manners are easy to learn. Very nice job. So I'm going to sing it one more time, and if you think you know it, you can sing along with me. So here we go. We say thank you, we say please, we don't interrupt or tease, we don't argue, we don't fuss, listen when our friends discuss, share our toys and take our turn, manners are easy to learn. So if you're ever not quite sure about your manners, and using those magic manner words like please or thank you, you can think of your manner song and it'll help remind you of ways that you can use your manners. Well, now that we have read all about that panda who was not willing to share unless someone used their manners, and we've learned our manner song, I think it's time to do a little activity about what our manners should look like and sound like while we're at school, because we spend so much time at school every single day, and I know as a teacher, I want to hear those manners being used in my classroom. We are going to get ready and do an activity with some Manor Monsters. Now, I have some monsters with some pictures and some words about things that we do at school, and you are going to help me decide if the monster should go on the we should do it side, or if the monster should go on the we should not do it side. And after we finish that, then we are going to take a look at a monster that's going to show us what our body should look like while we are using our manners. So I'm gonna move over to where I've got all my stuff to do our monster manners activity, and we'll meet over there. So here we go. Now it's time to play our game with our monsters, our Manor Monsters. Each monster has a different manner or something that you should or should not do while you're at school using those manners. We're going to take a look at each monster and decide if it is things that we should not do at school. Red is no, and green is things that we should do at school. So we're going to take a look at each monster and decide where they go. Let's take a look at this first monster. This monster says using kind words. Using kind words. Think about it. If you think that this is something we should not do at school, give me a thumbs down. If it's something you think we should do at school, give me a thumbs up. Using kind words. I think we should do that at school, so we're gonna stick it on the green. Okay, here's the next one. I like this one. What color monster is this? Orange, you got it. This one says interrupting. Is interrupting something you should or should not do while you are at school? Thumbs up for should, thumbs down for should not. Yeah, I see lots of thumbs down. This is a should not. We should not interrupt while at school. All right, let's try another one. Are you ready? Let's do this one right here. This one says cleaning up. Cleaning up. What do you think? Is cleaning up thumbs down or thumbs up? Cleaning up. Yep, that's a thumbs up. You got it. Cleaning up. Very nice. Couple more here. Let's take a look at this monster. What color is this monster? This monster is blue and he looks grouchy. It says blurting out, which means yelling out. Should we or should we not do that in class? What do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Blurting out is definitely a no. That's a thumbs down. You got it. Okay, let's take a look at our next monster. How about this one? This monster is purple, and this monster says tattling. Our purple monster says tattling. What do you think? Is that a thumbs down or a thumbs up? I think that tattling is definitely a thumbs down. It is definitely a thumbs down. We've got two more monsters to decide. Let's move to this green monster. This one says walking. Walking in the halls. Walking. Walking starts with the letter W. I think walking is a great thing to do at school. So that one is a thumbs up. And we have one more monster, and it's a yellow monster, and it says participating or doing things in school that your teacher asks. What do you think? Is that one a thumbs up or a thumbs down? That one is definitely a thumbs up. Let's stick it right here with all of them. So we've got all of our monsters sorted out. Let's review the things that we should and should not do while we are at school using our manners. These are things that we should not do. Interrupting, blurting out, or tattling. Those are all no's. These are the things that we should do while we are at school. We should be using our kind words with friends, cleaning up when the teacher says, walking, not running in the hall. No one wants to get hurt. And last thing, participating in doing all of the activities that our teacher asks us to do. I think using these monster manners has helped us to figure out which manners are good and which manners are not good to use at school. We are here to do our craft. Now we read our Please Mr. Panda story, and that story had our panda who had a whole entire box of donuts. So we are going to be making, now this is not a real donut, I wish it was. I would love to eat it, but it's not. This is a pretend donut. So I'm gonna show you the things that we are going to use today, and then I'm gonna turn you around so you can see us as we make our craft. You're gonna need a few items today. You're gonna need some glue and some shaving cream. This is going to be for the frosting for our donut. Now, if you want to have chocolate frosting, you would also maybe need some brown paint, but I'm gonna use vanilla. So I'm gonna need just my glue and my shaving cream. You are also going to need some sprinkles for your donut. Now, if you don't have sprinkles, you could use some colored paper and cut it up and just make it look like sprinkles to put on top of your donut. You are also going to need a brown paper bag that you would use for your lunch, scissors, and the last two things you're going to need are a bowl and a spoon to be able to mix up your frosting and put it on top of the donut part. So we're gonna get started and we are going to make our donut craft. I'm gonna turn you so you can see exactly how to do it. Here we go. Okay, so the first step is you are going to take your brown paper bag and we need to cut it in order to make it into the donut part. So this flap right here is the part that you're gonna cut off. There's a line right across the bottom here. You're gonna cut right across the bottom. This part can just be tossed. Now you have your brown paper bag. You should be able to look right through the middle of it. We are going to take that and you are going to crumple it up into a circle so that it looks like a donut. This is going to be the base of our donut. So now that you have this done, you can set it off to the side, and you are going to need your spoon and your bowl. You're also going to need your shaving cream, and you're going to need the glue. You're going to take equal parts, that means the same amount of glue, so just a dollop, you do not need a lot. Equal parts glue and shaving cream. So I'm gonna put just a squirt of shaving cream in there. After you have both of them, you are going to mix them together. Get them mixed really, really good so that you don't have just glue or just shaving cream. You want it to be really well mixed. If you don't have a spoon, you could always mix this with your hands, which might be kind of fun. It would get a little sticky, but you could always mix it up. Now, if you want to keep your frosting vanilla like I had on my donut, you're going to keep it white. You could also add different colored paint to it, like brown or pink or any color to make your frosting a colored frosting. Now that I have my frosting all mixed up, I'm going to take my donut and I'm going to put the frosting all around the top. So I'm going to set my donut down, and this part you have to be very careful. You are going to take your frosting and put it on the top of the donut. You're going to spoon it on all the way around. Once you have it all the way spread around on your donut, then that's when the fun part gets to happen. You can either add sprinkles like I did, or if you don't have sprinkles, like I said, you could use paper and cut it out and decorate the top of your donut. So I have some sprinkles here, so I'm gonna sprinkle them onto my donut, or I could put my paper onto it. And then you wanna make sure that you put the toppings onto your donut while it's still wet. And then you need to set it aside and let it dry. Once it is all finished and dried, it will look something like this. Now, the foamy part will foam up and it will make it look like frosting. You will not wanna eat this donut, but it will get nice and rubbery and hard. It won't be sticky or gross like glue is. So that is how you make a paper donut, just like the donuts that we had in our Please Mr. Panda story. Well, now that we have finished that donut craft, which I think was so much fun, I loved getting to stir that glue with the shaving cream and decorate my donut. That was so much fun. It looked so real that I almost wanted to eat that donut. I think when I'm done here, I might have to go get myself a donut as a special treat for learning all about my manners today. I hope that from today you remember those special magic manner words like please or thank you or no thank you. And I hope that the next time that you're talking to an adult or a friend or your teacher, you remember to use your manners. Everyone likes when people use their manners. It makes other people feel good and they know that you are being polite. I hope that you had a lot of fun getting to learn with me today. I know I sure did, but we're all out of time. So until next time, I want you to remember to keep reading, keep learning, and keep watching WQLN, where learning is brought to life. I'll see you next time. Bye.